They already got people on, and I know who they are. It's easy. You can tell an agent. It's hard for them to hide. I just got to be careful, but you can't worry about it because the Honorable Marcus Garvey said what? Leaders will come, leaders will die. The tragedy isn't that we die. The tragedy isn't the fact that Malcolm or King or Mega was murdered. The tragedy is it's been 50 years and you still ain't found a replacement.
Oh, man, that is a tragedy.
See, a big difference between black people and the other communities, they make their leaders. They train their leaders. They raise their leaders. We go to church and mosque and pray for hours.
Come on, yeah, nah.
You see that?
Really?
And that's why it's been almost 50 years and you ain't got another King. You ain't got another Malcolm. It's been 100 years. You damn sure ain't had another Garvey, right? And that's our problem. You got to make leaders. The white man got leadership schools. The Asians got leadership. Where's our leadership academies? Where do you send black males or girls to be trained in the art of leading black people? Not one. Not a single HBCU specializes in the leadership of African people.
Well, my opinion on that has always been black men are scared. Once you get to a level like you, once you get to a level where you're at and you can command a crowd or money or wherever you want, it starts to change how they want the things. So the information that they was given is no longer important to because now they have access to the things. So they scared to lose now they can get the women that they actually wanted before they started talking all the good information. Now they can get the jewelry. Now they can have access to the different events and places that they couldn't go before nobody actually cared about what they were talking about.
Have you ever read a small little book, any of you, or heard the audio book? It's a small book written by a Caucasian from England very long time ago, and it's called As a Man Thinketh. You familiar with it? I recommend that all y'all read As a Man Thinketh. It might take you an hour to read it. It's a small book. You can get the PDF free online. It's one of my favorite books. They actually introduced me to it in the Garvey movement. The elders will make me read it. And As a Man Thinketh, he's talking about control, mind control. And he says, the situation never makes the man. It only reveals you to yourself. The situation does not make you. It only shows who you always were. Yeah. If Dr. Umar ended up with a snow bunny 20 years from now, I always wanted her.
Oh, man.
Do you feel me? I always wanted her. The opportunity just never presented itself. If Dr. Umar sells out for some money next year, I was always a sellout. I just didn't have a good enough reason to sell out then. You see what I'm saying?
Come on.
Truth is consistent. If you are about what you claim to be about, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, you don't change. If you change, you were never real to begin with. So I don't look at money as changing nobody. Right. You was already a sellout waiting to happen.
Real life.